Hey guys, this is my first vlog. I would have never imagined me doing anything like this before, but on last Friday, September 30th, I got my acceptance to the Disneyland college program for the spring semester of 2017. I am so excited. I've waited forever for this. My timeline looked a little like this. I applied when apps dropped on the first day in August. That was on the 18th. And then I got my web-based interview the same day and scheduled my phone interview for August 24th. And then I waited for a little bit more than a month. And then on the 30th of last month, so today is October 5th, I heard back. And I was floored. This is my 5th time applying. I've obviously wanted it really badly, and I wanted to go to Disneyland because I live in California and I grew up going to Disneyland. And at first I didn't like it. When I was like 7, I went with my family and some friends and I hated it. Like, I absolutely hated it. And it's funny to say that it's like one of my dream jobs now, and now it's like a reality job, so that's kind of crazy. It hasn't sunk in yet, quite obviously. Yeah, so let's talk a little bit more about the interview process. For those of you who don't know, the Disney College Program runs in Disneyland and in Walt Disney World per semester. So Disneyland, their spring semester goes straight through to August, and then meets up with their fall semester August to kind of the tip of January. So Walt Disney World is set up a little bit differently. I'm not as familiar with it, but they have a ton more people who get accepted. So the numbers kind of range around anywhere from like 20,000 to 40,000 people apply per semester, and Disney World accepts around 4,000 and Disneyland accepts around 400. So the numbers are really small, and the reality that I got accepted at all blows my mind. But the Disneyland college program, so it's obviously a lot harder to get into. There's not as many positions at all. Like, Walt Disney World is ginormous. It's so huge. I don't even know how they run it. It's a giant machine. But Disneyland has about half, or a little less than half, of their spaces usually go to alumni, so people who have done the college program before or are previous cast members. So that's why it is extremely difficult to get a role with Disneyland. So it is going to be the best semester of my life, and I'm so excited. But it took forever to get here. So I applied when I found out about the program when I was a sophomore in high school, and I had to wait until I graduated high school to apply. So I applied for the spring semester of 2015 after I graduated in August of 2015, and I got put on a wait list. I didn't know what that meant, but pretty much being on a wait list means that you got accepted, but they don't have a position for you yet. So I was so terrified. I had no idea what was going on. I was super confused. There was no vlogs about it anywhere. There was no blogs about it anywhere. There was no one asked questions about that, because I guess it doesn't happen a lot. So I was kind of in the dark, and then about a week and a half later I got an email saying that I did not get a position and that my position had been filled, and I was torn apart. So ever since then I've been applying. I've been in submission once. It was terrible. I have feels for everyone who has ever been in submission. I'm so sorry. It's terrible. It's just a never-ending waiting game, but know that there is hope, because you can always apply next semester, and the timing will always be right. And if you don't get in, it's for a reason. So if you really want it, you gotta work for it. So, and then the next time around, I was super stubborn about it, and I was like, you know what, it's fine. If they don't want me, then they are not gonna get me, and it's fine, I'm over it. And then I didn't get it, and I cried. And then this semester, is that 5? I don't know. I have them all mixed up. But this semester, I interviewed. I made it through the phone interview, obviously. and I was the most sincere and heartfelt that I'd ever been in a phone interview. Like, I even teared up during one part, but like, that is what I'm like starting to realize, is that Disney wants sincere cast members. They don't want people who Google the answers. They don't want people who try and rehearse what they're going to say. They just want people who are going to be real and honest, because that's who's going to make the best employees. So don't overthink it. Just be you, because that's who they're looking for, is someone like you. So I made it in, and I haven't gotten a lot of emails back, except for that I need to start working on my arrival paperwork. So it's just a lot of like, I have to do renter's insurance, and I have to send in like tax forms and all that fun stuff. But it's taken everything in me to not just start packing right now, because obviously it's October, I leave in January, so that wouldn't make any sense. But yeah, so I'm glad you get to join me for this journey, and I hope that I can be up to date with all of my videos. I think it might be a little hard once I'm working like 40 to 60 hours a week, but who knows? So with that, I bid you adieu, and I hope to start another video here soon if any updates come. So subscribe, and I'm glad you're here. I'll talk to you later.